This is Roger with Wheel Kinetics in Tucson, Arizona. We're selling this truck. It's a 2004 Dodge Ram 3500 crew cab, 5.9 turbo diesel four-wheel drive. Obviously it's a dually. It's an ST model. It has crank windows, vinyl floor, and it's a beast. It has 188,000 miles. It's on a clear title. 95% of our vehicles, actually about 99%, are theft recoveries. This one, I happened to be at the auction, and I bought 3 trucks that day. There was an auction going on in Phoenix, and nobody with any money was there, and so I bought this one, along with 2 others. And it's a great truck. I mean, just a spectacular truck. 188,000 mile, 5.9. Looks great. That's about it. Walk you through it. Tires all the way around look like, the fronts look like they're probably 50% tread. The rears look like they're about 40% tread. Plenty to take you at least 10,000 miles. The bumper looks great. Usually these things have banged up bumpers and all kinds of issues. We did have to send it to our paint shop for the driver rear door. Someone had done paint work on it before, just the door, nothing else, not the cab or the driver front door, but just the driver rear door, and it was terrible. It looked like Mako paint or something. So we had a really good painter do it, and so now the driver rear door is the best part of the truck, and the rest of the truck is pretty damn good. So here's on the hood. I see a little nick right there, but this is a lot of truck. It's my job in these videos to tell you what's wrong, not what's right, so that, you know, if you pay by wire and you ship, that you're not mad at us, that you're pleasantly surprised instead of unpleasantly surprised. Here's some stuff up here. It's real easy to be those knuckleheads who tell you that their truck is the greatest or their car is the greatest thing since sliced cheese, when it's not. There's something going on right here. You know, I'm looking at these fender flares, and even though they look great, I'm wondering if these were painted at one time too. It's obvious the bed wasn't, but maybe these fender flares were. But gosh, it's really good work. I can just see a little bit of a sand mark on top, right up on top here. A little bit. Anyway, it's white. I think you'd have to be me and used to seeing vehicles all day long to think that. There's your tires. This is the outside passenger rear, and there's the inside passenger rear. Like I said, probably 40% tread on those. Aha! Anyone saw that little dent underneath the tail light? Looks like the bumper. I don't know if you can see that or not here. Everything on this thing that's cosmetic is really subtle. Actually, that's part of the bumper. Here's a little ding in the bumper right here. And over here, it's for a diesel dually. Usually they're just really buttholed. There's your 5th wheel hitch. Bed liner. Some dings up here on top of the tailgate. There and there. It's not flawless by any means, but for a white diesel dually, that's pretty dang good shape. Usually these things are used and abused by now. They all run great, but they usually don't look as good as this with 188,000 miles on them. Little thing here, probably had a camper shell sitting on it. There's something down there. Yeah, I really think, I can see spider webs here, you know, when you stress something. So it looks like, gosh, maybe it's been painted. I'm just gonna say, assume that the rear fenders have been painted. But man, if Mako painted like that, I'd paint every car. They did a pretty good job. But the bed is clearly factory paint. This is the door we painted. It was just, I mean, somebody, I don't know if it got hit somewhere around here. It was fine. It was fine behind the door, and the driver door was fine. But someone just painted it, what looked like with a crayon. It was terrible paint. So we did that. And just so you can see inside the door, we saw a little crease, I think it was like right here, that whoever did that work didn't take out. So they took it out and painted the inside of the door. So that's what it looks like. I know the concerns people have. Let me show you the inside of the door. You can also tell, because you still got the scratches where people get in, that this wasn't part of their repair, the original repair, before we got a hold of it, because that's all still there. So it didn't like push it in here, it was all the door. Whatever happened to it was fairly minor, but they did a terrible job of painting. And because this car was so good looking, I just like, you know what, let's just send it to our good guy painter and fix it. That would have been stupid not to. Let's look under the hood. Alright, there's your, you can see there's been no turning of the bolts for the fenders, which is what you want to see if there's been any crash damage, front end damage. You'll see these things moving around and paint missing from the bolts, and they're all fine. There's your factory stickers for the belts and everything. And there's your untouched action on this fender. It's always good. The factory stickers are always good signs. This thing has run like a champion since we bought it. I mean, we're not worried about this truck at all. I'm going to try to get that information that everyone always asks for about rear end ratios and all that stuff. Perhaps what I'll do right now is I think that they're inside the glove box, so let's take a peek and see if I see a sticker anywhere, and I don't, of course. Alright, anyway, while we're here, there's your passenger seat. The floor on this truck is like brand new. I don't know if it's because they make this flooring bulletproof or because the only person that was ever in it was the driver. But, man, it looks really good. There's your passenger rear door. I mean, you can see a little bit of scuffing from people getting in on the door jamb, but usually that's a lot. So I'm guessing that really it was probably just one old guy towing his stuff around in this thing forever, and that was probably the only person who ever got in this thing. Look at the floor. Yeah, this thing's going to sell fast, people. So please, when we have an accepted deal, whether it's on eBay or whether it's on our site, wherever it is, get your deposit in, because it's for sale until we have a deposit. We had a guy on eBay who absolutely, you know, we told him get your deposit in. Really nice 04 Ram quad cab that we sold to him for, I think it was like $12,000. We accepted it. 7 hours later, he wires us his deposit, our PayPal account, and guess what? We sent it back to him. Why? Because somebody paid for the car in the meantime, and he was not happy. And we told him, you know, it's not your car until we have some money. So, you know, that's the big thing now we're going through with him. You know, now we're trying to find him another truck like it, so he's not so irritated, but it's going to be hard to find that truck again. Alright, let's see. Let me hop in here. As you can tell, it just got back from detail. I moved the plastic off the seat. Now, of course, my butt is getting a little damp. That's the price of doing business. Alright, let's check the air first. Make sure that that's blowing cold. It's a nice hot day. It's probably, well, not hot for us, but relatively hot. It's like 85. About noon. Oh, duh. Why isn't it getting cold? Well, because it's not on. Yes, and now it is getting cold. So the radio works.
It was like our education.
Yes, it does. Okay, let's turn this down. Air blows cold and strong. Radio works. There's your miles, 188, 289. There's all your other gauges going here. Cruise control on and off. At the toe, on and off. Let's see, we also have, do we have tilt wheel? Yes, we do. We have tilt. Tilt and cruise and an AMC. The only thing this really doesn't have is carpet and power windows. So it really wasn't a strippy version of this truck. It's more of an ST Plus package, is what you would call it. So I just put it into neutral. Let me throw it up into, now I'm in 4 low. There's 4-wheel drive. Let me go forward. Oh yeah. Yeah, hook up your neighbor's house and take it with you. Now I'm in reverse. Perfect. Definitely feel the torque. Let's go back to, that's 4-wheel high, and the shifter is working perfectly. Put it into drive. Oh yeah, and I can drive at a speed in that, and I can definitely feel it tracking and pulling. Put it in reverse. Yes, 4-wheel high works fine. I like the way it's shifting. These things can be stiff sometimes in Dodges, and it's not. There we go. Lights off. Let's go for a ride. Anyway, like I said, please get your deposit, and that's all of a sudden we're really busy, and and people are all over our site, and they see our deals, and they know what, you know, that they have to get their money in, and they are. So if we have a deal, you got to get your money in so that no one's irritated and angry and the whole bit. All right, let's see. Anyway, we're on this terrible road right here, holes and patches and everything. And I have nothing vibrating, no annoying noises from vibration on this road with a stiff 1-ton suspension. So that's good. So that's a very good thing. That could be really annoying. I can get it going at speed here. It's actually fairly quiet for a 5.9 also. This thing runs great. Wow. This is a really, really nice truck. You know, I mean, even the power window thing is, you know, you can address that at a shop for, God, you can put aftermarket windows in for, I don't know, $500 or $600 if you wanted. Same thing with power locks if you wanted. This is a nice truck. I'm gonna stop here, dead stop, and then go. All right, there we go. Get this 12,000 or 13,000 pounds rolling. Runs great. This thing is ready to pull right now. It needs nothing. If you come in from out of state or from in-state, if you come and take possession of it in person, you're going to pay a $250 dock fee, and you're going to pay your state tax rate plus our city rate of 2%. That would be, if it was 3% tax rate in your state, you pay 5% tax and a $250 dock fee. If you pay by wire and ship, we have some recommended shippers in our ad. Fred at Beacon is great. Communicates well, gets it done. Call him for a quote before you bid if you'd like. And ship it. The minute we get full payment, we'll send the notarized title to you. And the truck will show up whenever you arrange with Fred or whoever to pick it up. And all you pay is the agreed price. There's nothing else. All right? Great truck, zero fear. If you need to pull something big, this is the one. Thank you.